Hi, welcome to today's class. Today's class is going to focus on strengthening the back muscles, opening and lifting the chest, and dropping the shoulders. It's a relatively easy class. You'll need a few props, a bolster or folded blankets to make up a nice height, a separate blanket, a yoga strap, or if you don't have a yoga strap, a tie or a belt will do, and then a yoga chair or a normal kitchen chair, one that has a back to it without any wheels, and then also just a short wall to lead a few of the poses against. It's a relatively easy class, and let's get to it. First, going to stand in Tadasana, so come to the middle of your mat, have the inner big toes touching, the inner heels and the inner ankles touching, then lift the toes and then spread the toes forward. And then as you press the feet down evenly, lift the inner heels up, lift the knees, draw the thigh muscles strongly onto the thigh bones, take the tailbone through to the pubic bone, and then lift from the pubic bone to the navel, lift the chest, try and get some breadth in the collarbones. So really allow this front sternum to open up and then stretch down into the hands. And then from the back of the neck, extend into the crown of the head and then look straight ahead. And then release. So we're going to start off by having a bolster on the floor, placing the blanket on top for the head. So this is a relaxing pose. We're just going to start off like this. So just coming down, get the edge of the bolster to come to those bottom ribs. So get that right position there, and then come down and then have a support for the head. Make sure that the support is high enough so that the chin is lower than the eyes, and then from here just straighten the legs. So in this position we're going to draw the upper shoulders and the shoulder blades towards the waist to lift the chest. Draw the upper sternum towards the throat. Relax the throat and then extend into the crown of the head. And now that area between the shoulder blades that's resting on the bolster, draw that up towards the sternum. And the lowest bottom ribs at the back, draw them up towards the chin. So we get a complete lifting of the sides of the ribs up. The middle sternum lifts. And this is the kind of position that we want to try to maintain today in today's practice. Just get the feel of it. It's very pleasant for the body. And then feel the evenness on the left and the right side of the body, because that's what we want to try and maintain in this class. The abdomen stays relatively relaxed and the throat is completely soft. And then release, come up from here. Stand against the wall. Have the shoulder blades going against the wall and the hips against the wall. And turn the arms so that the backs of the hands come to the wall. So now we're going to try to extend the chest forward and up, but not by arching the back, keeping the bottom front ribs contained towards the spine. Still work the thigh bones, the thigh muscles against the thigh bones, so that the knees are gripping, and we extend into the crown of the head. Now, keeping the hands on the wall, we lift the hands up So we're making it almost like a Y position. But draw these shoulder blades against the wall without lifting the bottom front ribs. And then now bending the elbows, bring the arms to a hands up position. And that area between the shoulder blades, draw it forwards. Take the upper shoulders down. And now slowly slide the arms down to make a W. And then we still bring the arms down more and try to make an L with the forearms going out to the sides. The shoulder blades still drawing down. The mid-chest still going forward. Just relax the throat. And then bring the arms back to the W, back to the hands up position, and then back to the Y position. And then we go back to the W, and back to the L position. Just watch not to lift those front ribs, keep them contained towards the spine. Try to broaden the collarbones. Okay, and then release from that. Let's release the arms. And now we do the half dog pose against the wall. So again, taking the hands navel height, spread the fingers, and then we just walk back. So with the finger spreading, we now lengthen the hips away from the hands. So we're straightening the arms, lifting the inner elbows up, and that area between the shoulder blades, as the elbows go up, that comes down. Keep the ears in line with the arms, and then using the leg strength, take the hips away from the hands. Just watch not to release the abdomen by just allowing it to fall to the floor. Keep it contained. Keep those bottom front ribs drawing towards the spine as you lengthen the spine. And then release. Step forward with the feet about a foot or two forward. And now we're taking the hands high up, so as high as you can. So here again we spreading the fingers, get the arms to be straight, and then rotate the inner elbows up to the ceiling and the outer shoulders down to the ground. So you're externally rotating the arms. Keep the ears in line with the arms, and then contain those front ribs towards the spine, but expand the middle of the chest to open. And then grip the knees, draw the thighs onto the thigh bones. As the body lengthens, just walk the hands up slightly. And then release. Bring the hands down. Now we're going to use the chair. So have the chair to the wall facing you. We're going to do the half dog now to the chair, but with a slightly different action now. We're not pressing against the wall that way, we're pressing the arms, the hands down on the backrest of the chair. So now walk back with the feet so that you can get a right angle or close to right angle with the arms and the trunk and the legs. Try to straighten from the hands through to the buttock bone so that the trunk and the arms form a straight line. And you can help that process by drawing the thighs back and gripping the knees. as the spine lengthens, now draw the area between the shoulder blades down to the ground as you lift the elbows. Also the inner elbows lift and the outer shoulders go down to the ground. So really see if you can feel that length coming into the spine. And then release, come up. Now we come to the chair. You kneel in front of the chair. So now place your elbows on the seat of the chair. We're going to try and make now kneeling in front of the chair, we're going to try and make, again, from the elbows to the sitting bones, a straight line. And then you can just bring the palms together. So now we're bringing the stretch more into the shoulders. The lower back will want to stretch and drop down into the cat position. Keep the front ribs contained towards the spine and keep the navel not sagging down, but keep it lifted. And now bring the ears in line with the upper arms. Draw the area between the shoulder blades down to the ground and the chest forward towards the elbows, but not by sagging the abdomen. And then you can slowly take the thumbs down towards the back of the neck. So now we're getting a good stretch in the triceps muscle, in the back arm. Really work gently. Don't overstretch it, because that muscle is often underused. Okay, and then release and come up. Now we're going to come to the chair. We're going to sit on the chair. Sit in such a way so that the sitting bones are firmly rooted on the chair. Interlace the fingers so that they come right down to the roots of the fingers, to the webbing. Then turn the hands inside out. And now again we lift the arms up. So by drawing the sitting bones down, we can create a lift in the arms going up and keeping the lower front ribs contained. And now try to take the arms back slightly. This helps draw that area between the shoulder blades forward. Keep the throat soft, but use the arms to lengthen the sides of the body up into the fingers. Okay, and then release. Now we change the interlace of the fingers. Stretch the palms and then lift the arms up. So the buttock bones, again, the sitting bones going down into the chair and then lifting the arms away, the hands up to the ceiling. Draw the elbows together and then try to take the arms back slightly. Not the neck forward, the arms behind the ears. And then release. Bring the arms down. Take a deep breath in and out. And in and out. Sitting in the chair, we can now take the arms to the side. Take the right arm above the left one. And then bring the forearms up. And now watching that the right elbow is above the left elbow. And then you bring the palms together. If you can't, you can just hold the left thumb with the right hand, or you can try to bring the palms together. And now lifting the elbows so that the elbows are in line with the shoulders, keeping the palms in line with the nose going forward. We now press the right elbow down into the left elbow and the left elbow up into the right elbow, and then draw the chest between the shoulders. So you should feel a nice stretch along the outer edge of the shoulders. And then release, take the arms out again. Now we take the left elbow above the right one. Bring the palms together. Have them in line with the nose. And then lift the elbow so that the right elbow is in line with the shoulders. So the gaze is kind of looking through your arms, and now pressing the left elbow down, the right elbow up. Lift the chest between the shoulders. It's a binding pose, so breathe deeply. The deeper breath helps with the stretching of the outer shoulders. And then release. And then we now take the right arm, have it straight in front of you with the palm facing up. And now you bring the right palm to the back of the right shoulder, like so. So we're going to keep it there. We're not going to bring it to the neck. Keep it to the outside of the right shoulder. And now sitting down, using the sitting bones to press into the seat, lift the right elbow up to the ceiling. And then taking the left hand now, we bring it over the head and bring the palm onto the elbow. So now we're pressing the right elbow into the palm, and we're pressing the left palm down into the elbow, and trying to bring this upper arm, right upper arm, to be straight up to the ceiling. And then release, and then we do the left hand side. So the left hand, bring the arm forward, palm facing the ceiling, take the palm to the left shoulder blade at the back, lift the left elbow, take the right palm onto the elbow, now pressing the left elbow up, press the right palm down, try to bring the elbow and the arms back slightly, but not by bringing tension in the neck. And then release. Take a deep breath in and out, and another deep breath in and out. Okay, so we're going to get rid of the chair for now. We're going to use the strap. Just open the strap up so that we can place it inside the arms, and the arms can be straight, so the wrists are more or less shoulder width apart. And now we take the strap and we take it behind us, like so. So the strap is around the wrists behind us, the palms facing each other. And now we're coming into the Tadasana position, so bring your feet together, spread the toes, and now press the wrists into the strap. And now using the strap and the arms, draw the arms down and lift the chest, but not lifting the bottom ribs. The bottom ribs stay contained. We're doing that action. So as you draw the arms down, the shoulders come down, you extend into the crown, and then further enhance the stability of the pose by drawing the thigh muscles onto the thigh bones and gripping the knees upwards. The triceps muscle behind the arms are gripping as you draw that strap and the arms down. And now keeping that, we're just going to step the feet apart. And now turning, so I'm going to do it backwards so that you can see what I'm doing. So now the feet are a leg's length apart. Now we're going into the triangle pose. So we turn the right foot 90 degrees to the right, the left foot in, having the hips in line with the front of the mat. Keeping the legs straight, we breathe in, lift the chest, draw the arms down, and then as you breathe out, still keeping the arms drawing away from the shoulders, draw them and come to the side as if we're coming into the triangle pose. So the right thigh draws strongly into that right groin, and we stretch the arms away from the shoulders and see that the head is in line. And then now lift the chest towards the chin, and then turn the bottom ribs up, the top ribs back. And then breathe in, come up, turn the feet forward. And now we turn the left foot 90 degrees to the left, the right foot in. Again, make sure that the hips are in line with the front edge of the mat. Using the arms, and so press into the strap, draw the arms down, lift the chest. Breathe in, lift the chest, and then breathe out, extend over that left leg. Draw the left upper thigh deeply towards the groin as you lengthen the left side away from the hips, but still drawing the arms away from the shoulders. Bring the neck in line with the spine, and now we can gently turn the bottom ribs up, the top ribs back, and look up. Lift the chest towards the chin. And then breathe in, come up, turn the feet forward, and the feet together, and the arms down. And now we're going to do the Parsvottanasana. So in this one, we take the right foot forward, the left foot back, and in this instance, the hips stay square to the front leg. And now keeping the legs straight, press the wrists into the belt, take the arms and the strap down, lift the chest and look up. Keep the legs straight, the hips drawing in towards each other as you lift the chest. Press the feet into the mat. Extend the spine upwards. And then breathe out, extending forwards, but the arms pulling back. Bring the trunk parallel to the ground. And now as you draw the straps more back, the arms back, take the chest forward and look up. Keep the hips in line, so the right hip goes back, the left hip comes forward as you stretch forward. And then release, breathe in, come up. Bring the left foot forward, take the right foot back. So get a nice length so that the legs are straight, but the hips are at a 90 degrees to the front leg. And then breathing in, draw the arms down, lift the chest, keep the legs straight, the hips drawing in towards each other, and look up. Really extend the spine upwards, lift the chest, shoulders down, arms down, and then as you breathe out, extend forward. Get the trunk parallel to the ground, and now drawing the arms back, take the chest forward and look up. Keep the hips level. So with the legs straight, take the left hip back and the right hip forward, and extend the spine forward, the chest forward. And then breathe in, come up, turn the feet forward, Take the feet together and bring the arms down. Deep breath in and out. And another deep breath in and out. Now, still using the strap, we're going to take the left foot against the wall so that we have some stability. We're now going to do the warrior number 1 pose. So the hips, right angles to the front leg, the arms drawing back and down, lifting the chest, both legs straight, so really lift the chest, and then as you breathe out, just bend the front leg to 90, press the back heel into the wall to straighten that back leg. Make sure that the right outer hip is drawing in, the left outer hip is drawing forward. And then using the arms now, draw them down, lift the chest and look up. Keep the left leg straight. And then release, straighten the front leg, bring the left leg forward and take the right heel back. So again, straightening both legs, press the wrists into the strap, draw the arms down and lift the chest up, lift the chest forward, keeping the hips at 90 degrees to the front leg. Take a deep breath in, lift the chest and then breathe out and bend the front leg. So press the right heel into the wall. It brings the right outer hip forward. The left hip comes towards the midline. And then using the arms now and the strap, draw the arms back and down, lift the chest and look up. Back legs remain straight and then release. Breathe in, come up, turn the feet forward and the feet together and the arms down. Take a deep breath in and out, and another deep breath in and out. Now we're going to come to the floor, still using the strap. We're going to come lying on the floor on the front side of the body, and then take the strap behind on the wrists. So while using the strap, it's teaching the tricep muscles to stay engaged. These muscles at the back of the arm, and they might get a little bit tired. So again, from here, the legs, we have them about hip width apart, the legs are straight, and we're drawing the pubic bone into the mat. And then from there, so the buttock bone, the buttock flesh and the buttocks still going down towards the heels, pubic bone going down, but the chest coming forward. And now we're using the arms, so pressing into the strap, use the arms to draw the shoulders back and take the chest forwards more. Really lift up, straighten the arms, work those tricep muscles, take the chest forward, upper shoulders down towards the waist. And then release, come down, take a deep breath in and out, and in and out. So again, pressing the pubic bone into the mat, take the upper buttock flesh towards the heels, take the chest forward. And now using the straps and the arms, draw the shoulders back. Take the chest forwards, look up. Press the upper feet down into the mat. and then release and come down. Take a deep breath in and out. Another deep breath in and out. Try not to hold your breath while doing this. So we're going to do this one again. So pressing the pubic bone down, take the upper buttock flesh and the sacrum towards the heels. So you're not bunching up the buttocks, they must lengthen towards the heels. And then taking the chest forward, press the wrists into the strap and we'll move the arms towards the feet. And now we're going to lift the feet up. So lift the feet. Take the straps and the arms away from the shoulders. Take the chest forward. And then release and come down. Take the straps off the arms. We're going to take hold of the ankles now with the hands. So again, we're going to first do the pubic bone pressing into the mat, and now we move the ankles away from the shoulders, move the arms away from the shoulders, and creating that sort of tension between the two, take the chest forward. Press the pubic bone down. Now lift the legs up higher. Draw the ankles away from the shoulders. Okay. And then release. Come down. Take a deep breath in and out. And in and out. And now we're just going to use the chair. So having the chair facing the mat, we're going to come seated on the chair, take the hands on either side of the hips. So this is now the staff pose, so we're stretching into the heels, lifting the knees, drawing these upper thighs down, we lift the chest up. Really try to open the chest, allow it to lengthen from the midline outwards, allow the collarbones to widen. Just check that the chair is stable. So just lift up to check that it's stable. And then breathing in, lift the chest and then lift the hips forward and up. Bring the feet down to the ground. And have the neck in line with the back. And then you're looking up slightly. You're not hanging the head, you're just looking up slightly. And now press the hands into the seat of the chair and then lift the chest and press the feet down. Really lift between the shoulder blades up to the ceiling to open the chest up. And then release and come down. Take a deep breath in and out. And another deep breath in and out. Now we're going to do the same one. So again, pressing the hands, press the feet, lift the hips forward and up. And now lift between the shoulder blades up. To lift the chest, press the feet down. And then full in breaths and out breaths in this position. And then release and come down. Take a nice full deep breath in and out. And in and out. Now we can take the chair away and we're now lying on the back again. So lying on your back, bring the feet towards the buttock bones. So the feet pointing straight ahead. So don't let them splay outwards. And we're going to come into the bridge pose now, but make sure that you keep the knees aligned. They're not going to splay in or out. Keep them straight. So breathe in, press the feet down to lift the hips, and then roll onto the tops of the shoulders. And then you can even interlace the fingers behind behind you on the floor. So now we're pressing the outer shoulders into the mat, drawing the area between the shoulder blades up so that the chest comes towards the chin. Open the chest. And now pressing the feet evenly into the ground. Keep the knees equally spaced, so not splaying in or out. Keep them hip width. And now lift the pubic bone up. Open the chest, but keep the throat soft. It's the chest that moves towards the chin. Lift the hips by lifting the tailbone and the pubic bone up to the ceiling and pressing the feet down. Move the back of the buttocks towards the back of the knees. And then release and come down. Take a deep breath in and out, and another deep breath in and out. Interlace the fingers behind, come onto the tops of the shoulders, and now pressing the feet, keep the knees hip width, lift the pubic bone, lift the tailbone, draw the outer shoulders down to lift between the shoulder blades up, to lift the chest. But then draw the tailbone towards the back of the knees. Press the feet evenly. And then release and come down. Deep breath in and out, and in and out. And now lying down on your mat, you're going to bend the knees and bring the soles of the feet together. So we're in the lying down cobbler pose. And then try to grab hold of your ankles. So take the shoulders underneath so that you can grab hold of the ankles. If you're finding that a little bit difficult, you use a strap. So the soles of the feet are squarely coming together and we're gently pressing them towards each other. That draws the outer hips into the hip sockets and widens the knees. And then taking hold of the strap or the ankles, we now lift the chest up. So as we draw the outer hips in, it allows the lift to come into to lengthen the spine away from the hips and to lift the chest up. Take the shoulder blades down to the ground, the outer shoulders towards the ground to broaden the chest. And now that area between the shoulder blades, lift it up, take it away from the floor. And now keeping that length, we now take the hands and we lift them up above the head. So the feet are pressing together to widen the knees, and from here the spine lengthens away from the hips. And now we're going to use the arms to lengthen the sides of the body, the side ribs, to the armpits towards the hands. And then take your hands onto the backs of the hands so that they can rest on the floor, or if they don't, just keep them equally lengthening away from the hips. We're not lifting so much the front ribs up, we're lengthening the sides ribs towards the hands. But it helps to press the feet together and draw the outer thighs towards each other. And then just contain the front ribs. And then once you have a nice, easy lengthened position, deep breath in and out. Keep the throat soft. Keep the chest moving towards the throat soft. Okie dokie, and then release from that. And now we come to the Shavasana, where we're going to use a head mat, a thing for the head. For this position, we're going to just use so before we come into the final pose, have a bolster for your hands. We're going to take the feet towards the floor, and just for the time being have the headrest away to the side. So from here what we do is we just bend the knees so that they're just slightly bent, and then lying down on your back, now we're going to press the feet into the wall. So this allows us to get a bit of pressure on the soles of the feet. Now we take bend the elbows, and now the elbows and the forearms are at 90 degrees to the floor. So pressing the feet into the wall, we now draw the elbows into the floor. And now instead of lifting the bottom ribs, try to lift the mid-sternum. And feel the stability as you press the elbows down, coming into the backs of the shoulder blades. So we're activating now the shoulder blade stabilizers, shoulder stabilizers. And now keeping that, we now take the arms up. So again, drawing the outer shoulders down to the ground, trying to stabilize the shoulder blades onto the ground. We take the hands above the head, and then now turn the palms to face the ceiling, and then either rest the backs of the hands on the bolster, or take the hands underneath the bolster. So this just offers a bit of weight to draw the backs of these shoulders towards the ground, but all the while we're still pressing the feet into the wall, not arching the front ribs up, the bottom front ribs up. Keep them contained, but we lengthen the hands now, press the feet into the wall and lengthen the hands away from the shoulders. Lengthen the buttocks and the tailbone towards the heels. And then release from that, and just bend the knees, and then get your heads, the blanket for the head support, and now placing the blanket to the upper shoulders. The knees are still bent. Now we take the arms and roll them outwards so that the palms face the ceiling. So now the whole back is resting on the ground, Relax the diaphragm, relax the abdomen. But just still gently draw the upper shoulders and the shoulder blades towards the hips. And get an activation in the sternum to lift the sternum, the mid-sternum up. And as it lifts, we draw the upper sternum towards the throat so that the back of the neck lengthens. And now keeping this, we just gently straighten the legs, have the feet wider than hips now. Take the upper buttock flesh and the tailbone towards the heels. And then as the legs now relax, allow the feet to drop out sideways. So we're now starting to allow all the muscles in the arms and legs to release. But we're going to just keep at first just draw the hips down, the upper thighs down. And then draw the outer shoulders, the very outer tips of the shoulders. Draw them down to the ground. And then once the body starts settling down in this position, then you can start loosening that grip. Abdomen is completely soft. The diaphragm broadens as we breathe in and then completely softens when we breathe out. Allow the breath to become soft and delicate. Use your out breath to soften any tension that's still in the body. Soften the eyes, allow the eyeballs to drop deep into the eye sockets. And then close the eyes by bringing the upper eyelids down to the lower eyelids. And take the gaze of the eyes towards the chest. We have been working the back of the body. Allow that area to fully just let go and melt into the ground. And then fully give yourself over to your relaxation. As we're going to come out now, just allow the in-breath to lengthen slightly. Allow the attention to start becoming aware of the surroundings. And then just gently move the fingers and the toes to get ready for action. Bend the knees one at a time. Take the right hand above the head and turn to your right hand side. So rest the head on the upper right arm allow the breathing to come back to normal, and gently open the eyes. Keep a soft focus in the eyes, and then push yourself up with your left hand and come to a nice erect seated position. The upper shoulders still drawing down, the shoulder blades drawing down towards the waist, and the chest lifting towards the chin. Broaden the collarbones, and then bring the hands to the chest, and namaste. Hopefully you have a fantastic day today.